And the king, looking to reclaim his crown and put a fourth trophy in his case. Give it up for Faker!
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over the top 20 plays by Faker in 2023. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
The Shy now here, and Gumayushi pretty safe now on that back line.
Look at Keria though. It's so hard for Weibo to walk up because Keria is on that sideline. They know he's there.
Yeah, he flashes in, he finds himself the charm on Force. There is the ultimate from the Shy, but it just doesn't quite do enough. They try and get out, but Faker has the perfect execution and locks down his fellow ninja. Xiaohu now taking a whole lot of damage, and Faker is in the shroud. He's toying with him. It's a double kill. What? Order! And back in again. It's a triple for Faker. Zeus is going to be able to block down the next one. Faker eventually goes down, but it's 4 for him and Carrier.
And that is T1 turning the situation.
From the World Championship, it's T1, one dragon from Seoul. And Keria gets spotted. He says, great, I'm going to engage. Both your soul laners are stacked up. Keria goes right in, knocks them both up. The Bard ulti comes through there. I think it was meant to protect the Shy and Xiaohu, but it kind of backfired as it immuned the ulti coming through from the Shy.
And from Xiaohu, that was 2 ultimates that just didn't find their mark. The anti-synergy, really rough for Weibo here with their backs against the wall. They just don't find the angle, and that is soul point set up. A triple kill for Faker on Akali, a champion that, well, of course, we knew he could play, but we hadn't seen this year just yet.
I tell you what, it's pretty poignant seeing him play Sylas and Akali in this series, though, after what happened last year. Just showing that it doesn't really matter what the meta's like.
Geez, Kanavi is just going back to base, so it will be T1 who is able to buck the trend. You know, they have the push on bot side.
Yeah, Hook going to connect there as well. Flame Chompers to layer that CC. Polymorph going to come through as he flashes over the wall, but Gumayushi follows him, gets the heal. Rocket not going to connect there, as now it's Gumayushi in trouble. It's just going to get eliminated as Knight turns up in the nick of time. Ruler's going to get kidnapped, though Faker picks up the kill, and T1 answers 1-for-1 with a Drake on top for T1.
And T1 get greedy at the start there. They're like, we can take the dragon, and even without our Kazakhs there, go for an aggressive play. And the teleport
Love
from
the separation of Ruler and Missing. We're going to check out the replay here and to see Missing's denial of the Gumayushi kill.
Yeah, I mean, they get the hook, they get the chompers to follow it up, pink ward over the wall here. He waits till the ignite has actually already fallen off, then gets the full heal value. It's nice to see from Missing, no sort of panic play coming through. And then Knight arrives, and you think this could just be all JDG. They're going to get a kill on Faker as well. But Faker finds the flash all out, isolates Ruler.
They didn't, so the turret will live, but they're going to just drop it here topside, and then we'll be able to get their second turret of the game here. BDD has Cuz.
Oh, man, he's caught on the edge there as waiting for that TP. KT's got an angle here. Faker on the run. He does have flash, and he is quite tanky, as Keen really wants to force this one. Faker just on the dash. Still has not flashed, as he will all about him over the wall just to escape. Still has his flash, as he is under here, and Owner getting over the wall with the cocoon, and they turn this around. 2v4, you gotta be kidding me.
These are the fights. These are the fights. I said KT cannot force, or T1 will just turn them every single inner. So there's, like you say, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide.
Look at this.
Faker he just turns. Says he has no full, no flash rather, and no ult. But he is just gonna ult through the wall. He's like, they overextended. And he just calls it out. He's like, they overextended. And I mean, it's just the fans going crazy. T1, a lot of Baron control right now. GA for Owner is so huge because he could really force things like these flanks he's setting up right now. Chovy sees him. He wants to pop that Banshee's Veil. He's unsuccessful.
Okay, over the wall they go. The charm is insane! Unbelievable! As down goes Doran again! This guy just cannot survive against them!
Yeah, just like the ult from Zeus, it's turned. It looks like he's charming somebody else, but he just turns the charm onto Doran. Doran's killed here once again before these critical objectives.
Yeah, and the turn is still here. No Ornhorn this time around.
They don't have enough minions.
Here we go. This is it. Look at this charm.
Yeah. This is the charm where it looks like he's looking for Rakan, but he actually just turns it on to Doran.
Yeah, Doran was walking into them because he didn't...
Keria is spot on ward as he moves in, but the fact you will have the ultimate for Fuma means he can't really do too much. And
all right, well, that is a heroic charge. Faker in a bit of trouble here, but does manage to mitigate some of that CC. Goes all out onto Peanut, now just trying to fight the Poppy. Chovy, though, is going to make his way through. Faker's still alive for the moment. Flash! And he'll survive!
that was sick from Faker. I had no idea he was going to be able to get out of that one. Still might not. His charm just goes wide.
Yeah, Chovy getting Lance and Wildgrove now gone. Flash and Featherstorm still available.
All right, teleport to come in from Keen, but this Drake is going down extraordinarily quickly. Paranoia comes through. That is going to be Chemtech Soul, as Cuz not really going to find anything. Gumayushi is just going nuts, and there's the quickness, but a four-man pop blossom from Faker, and Cuz is going to go down still. Faker may follow, and Keen is kind of massive. He slices his way out of the fight, and aiming, he can't fight anymore either. BDD trying to mega cone his way out, and Keen dives into the backline. I don't know about that one. And KT.
But this game is still not gonna be done.
No, it's not done. But look at this fight here. I mean, this is one of the longer fights we've had in this series. As Cuz takes an insane amount of damage, but Nocturne's out. The Hens gets nothing, and Faker's engaged. Is amazing with Zeus layering on top. Like, critically aiming doesn't get caught. So he actually gets to kite out here, push down Faker, then get over the wall, and then what ensues next is just hard to imagine as T1 way overdo it here, chasing into this choke point. Keen does so much damage to soften these targets up. BDD
will probably commit to trying to get some prio for that objective, but Faker here is one of those pick targets.
Yeah, it does have his crown, and they're going to look to try and stop him. They do deny the shifting sands at the beginning, but then he just gets himself out. Another Glacial Prison comes in. Aiming's going to be interrupted by Oda. Absolutely beautiful play. Now Carrier taking some damage, but the Featherstorm's going to save Gumayushi. Lahens has to go golden, and he's not going to be able to get himself out of it. Keen is going to be the first to go down in the fight, and T1 are just juggling the aggro gorgeously. Cuz going to be the next victim here as T1 are looking for match point. They are looking for no mercy, and they want to head towards the final.
Faker, he lives! He lives in more ways than one. He does not go down in this fight, but he is back here on the Rift. He has been targeted so many times. We talked about how difficult it is to lock down. This is here with the crown in this situation. He's got that extra survivability. He's got Merc Treads here. And when they use the Blast Cone to get on top of him here, he's very aware of this possibility. Instantly Emperor's divides through the stun, then is able to slide into the Baron pit, get around this corner while Owner Peels gets the knock up here. Wildgrowth is committed, and with a teleporting Aatrox in the middle of this fight, there is no way out for KT Rolster here. Faker, because he's got long range, is still going to offer some support here in the team fight, and it is just a wash once again for KT. So close, but not enough. And the first part of the burst goes into Faker, and that might be the most high-value crown.
There's just no way. Okay, Baron here still for 20 seconds. They're going to start it up. Yeah, no smite. Might just come down to a straight-up actual flip. As Faker gets aiming, and that's it. Down goes aiming, but the follow-up, down goes the Saya. And all of a sudden, we're trading again. Faker too low in the middle of 3 members of KT. Down he will go, and I think
Deus has TP. Does he try to TP to end? I mean, I don't know if he can do this without Narvar. He's about to have it.
Where he's waiting for this flank angle to kill aiming is so significant because he uses everything.
Yeah.
And like, if he actually gets the bigger priority target, the Taliyah, in this fight, I think it's different because the Varus is basically a poke champion right now, whereas the Taliyah is actually the really long-term carry with Leandri. So if you kill the Taliyah, it's one thing. As we start off feeling good and not so great at the end of the fight.
Trying to act as that pressure point, but he doesn't have the Baron buff. Crucially, was taken out in the fight, so can't just solo push those towers. Faker now immediately fishing for the engage. Now again! They find him, he goes golden. It's a brief moment that he buys for himself and his team's hope, but the Feathers come back, and Faker will find Elk. Yagao in the midst of the waiting arms of T1. They will gladly grab another kill. This is their chance. This is their opportunity. They need to tear through BLG.
Faker saw the angle. He takes the chance. Bounties as well for T1, and it starts with this flash. Faker sees the angle, flashes in onto Elk. They get the stopwatch. They immediately kill him. As soon as he comes out, everyone collapsing. You see Shun was clearing wards in the jungle, trying to rotate over. It's just too late.
Yeah, Rascal is also behind 50 CS now as he was up a kill. As Fate comes in with a Gnar ultimate. Does go golden in the end with his newly built Zhonya's. Flash does come through as Empress Divide over the wall inside the enemy base as Faker just mops the floor with him. I think Faker's got something to do later tonight because he wants this game over, and I think he's going to get his wish. Generally, when the Demon King asks, everybody else is going to respond. Carrier looking for that flank angle, and Faker is still there. Flash, Tibbers, both available. Canyon needs to be careful with his positioning also as D+, they have a feeling that Carrier is lurking over the wall. The controller going to spot him out as now Zeus wanting to get back into the fight once again. DK, they back away. Moonlight Vigil clips Faker right on the edge and they grab the seat. Oh, Canyon not able to get an owner. Locks down the Baron, but can D+ find the fight? The Aphelios already taken out and T1! Oh, it's the lethality on this Aatrox, and he decided he's not going to get one shot. He is one-shotting them.
Manages to get the Baron with the smite from Owner, but on top of that, they crush all of D+. The engage comes in, the momentum comes in, and Death Gale Force is in here, and then the clutch flash ult from Faker onto both the carries, layered with all that CC. So yeah, Zeus cleaned up the fight. Faker, he's back.
Faker, Carrier, both of them together. The Flash Grand Entrance to make sure that they can get the quickness on top.
For Tarzan in just a couple of seconds here, counting down, ticking away.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Faker gonna try to cover early ult to try to make it out safety. T1 backing off, are they gonna kill? LNG linger for a bit too long, not respecting the burst, and here comes Faker. Tarzan getting shredded by the soldier. One more is gonna do it. Continuing to back up, 3 seconds left on Gumayusi's ultimate.
There's no TPs.
Not without Ibarus, cannot one-shot the wave.
Look at the Hex Gate. Faker's on his way.
Ulti available for Tarzan in just a couple of seconds here, counting down, ticking away.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Faker gonna try to cover early ult to try to make it out safety. T1 backing off, are they gonna kill? LNG linger for a bit too long, not respecting the burst, and here comes Faker. Tarzan getting shredded by the soldier. One more is gonna do it. The Emperor of Shurima finding the double.
The double kill for the king of the LCK. Gets down to the bot lane, and Faker feels like he is on fire in this series. Showing up huge for T1, but LNG, they made it way too obvious. The dive was taking way too long, and look at the handshake to set it up.
Yeah, the big thing here is that you can sense the desperation from LNG. They desperately want to try and get a lead somewhere, but especially with Hex Gates, you need to know the timings. You have so much less time. The wave is so far up, and even with them pulling, trying to get it to crash earlier, it's not enough.
I mean, they were down
Already
there.
happened from the Herald. The tower slowly but surely crashing. Rather breaking down now as Dragon still aggroed here. Carrier playing on the edge. Ruler going through the portal. Feathers fly, but to little effect as JDG just have to run the pullback over the wall. Now they're just trying to isolate and take out Zeus. Big gold influx for the side of JDG. Can they take the fall fight? Already the equalizer burned. Carrier running through the magical journey. Everybody trying to get out, but Owner will be denied. Owner cannot find the escape, but it doesn't matter because T1 are there in time. Missing trying to fire back. Gumayusi out of ammo, desperately trying to reload, but here comes the kunai. Here comes Knight to flash away to safety. 3 shots left in the barrel. Manages to lock him down, playing on the edge, missing. Has he stabbed
Faker's
too
coming!
far? Faker on the flank. No shockwave. A lot of help. Has to play careful here. Knight, no ultimate. Needs to make his way out of this one. The lockup there from Guma from so far away. Owner coming in. The pullback on the missing. Trying not to stick around for too long. One taken down already. Knight now going in, trying to turn it back. Guma says not today.
Guma puts it right between his eyes as Knight goes for the kill.
But not to have the cleanse.
Dave's on the flank. Dave's on the side. TP coming in. Faker looking to make the play against Ruler. Owner goes in. And again, the combos are clean. The hostile takeover is damn well hostile. T1 looking to leave no survivors alive. 369 admits the entire team will get absolutely nothing. T1 in the clutch are too damn clean.
Baker predicts Ruler's flash. He gets there first. He catches him with the ultimate. It is a clean ace.
The T1 gonna go up to match point. And it's Faker that sets it up. Owner that knocks it down.
just when you think that JDG are in total control. It wasn't even about the Cloud Soul. It was a single moment from T1 that gave them this game, that set them up for a match point. Missing, he won't be enough. T1 gonna break the base. T1 gonna move on to match point. A clean fight out of nowhere secures them their second game.
These were the best plays by Faker during the 2023 season. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.